we have 5 people wake up, and the first thing that they find is that they've got these collars around their necks. They're looking around the room and they see these bombs ticking in the corners. The Billy Puppet comes on and tells them, of course, that they have to either solve the problem in this trap, which is to get these keys out and unlock themselves, or have their heads cut off. And they've got about 60 seconds to do it. Now, in the meantime, these people have to find out, or try to find out, a little bit about each other. These people try to hide a little bit about themselves, so that they don't get revealed as who they are. Throughout the story, we reveal a little bit more in each trap as to who our final players are and why these people all ended up here in the first place. Saw films are one of the best horror franchises out there, one of the best film franchises out there. I mean, how many times do we get to cut someone's head off, and how many times do we sit around thinking of horrible ways to kill somebody? Our conversations get absolutely ludicrous sometimes. Well, Tobin Bell's amazing. I mean, he is Jigsaw. I mean, he's a very, very giving actor in the sense that he works very hard at his character. I mean, he knows Jigsaw inside and out. It's quite comical to sometimes get a call on a Sunday afternoon and it be Tobin Bell, going, "Hello, David, I have an idea," and he is constantly working the character and really helping to get some depth into not just the character but the story and the other characters. I mean, he realizes that by bringing depth to Jigsaw, he also brings depth to all of the characters around him, which prop him up as a character, and he really is the face of the franchise. Costas Mandylor's playing Hoffman, and he again is a wonderful actor to work with, because he really has. I mean, from months before we even began filming, Costas and I have been talking, and more than anything, it's an attitude that Costas brings to his character. I mean, he's very careful to make sure that all the ways his character performs, the way his character moves, speaks, everything he does is calculated. Well, I'm absolutely thrilled to have Julie Benz playing Britt. Julie's a well-known actress who I know our producers have worked with before and just rave about. I mean, I haven't had a chance to work with her yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I mean, really, we're starting into the traps next week, and that's when Julie's going to get a chance to shine here. And everyone has assured me that she's fantastic. Certainly, I think her physicality is perfect for Britt. She's beautiful. She's immediately lovable. She's someone who in a room of 5 people, your eye goes right to Julie. Jill's played by Betsy Russell, who's been with us for a few installments of the Saw franchise, and we see her come back just briefly in this one, and there's a transition in her character that we see. So far, Jill's been someone who has almost been supportive of Jigsaw as a man, but when he falls into a bad way, she certainly rejects him, and that's when their life together falls apart. Scott Patterson has done a great job with this character in that he really goes into the depth of what an FBI guy would be like. I mean, he certainly has done his research working with the FBI and trying to nail down procedural aspects of the character. It's been a long process. I mean, I was of course the production designer of Saw 2, 3, and 4, and really it just seemed like I guess I was the next natural person to take up the Saw franchise, because I'd worked so closely with Darren Bousman. I was starting to work very closely with the writers, and I guess because I was so deep into it, and because all the traps tended to come out of the art department and tend to be such a big part of Saw, it just seemed like I was a natural to be one of the directors. I also directed second unit for Saw 3 and Saw 4, and I guess that really set the tone for me as a director and moving into this role. The traps are something that starts pretty organically. It's something that starts with an idea in the script that is either works perfectly with the story, or it's just something we throw in there as a placeholder. And really, the traps develop over time quite often. It's something that for 4 years now, it seems like the last trap doesn't show its ugly little head until about a week before we're going to go to camera, and then finally we have a design for it, and finally we go, yeah, that's going to work. That's something that works for the story.